Hi, Namaste. Welcome back to our channel. How are you people? Let me know in the comments. I am really very good. Okay, now I wanted to know about your response on my previous video regarding simple tips for the beginners to learn English, right? As a continuation to that video, I wanted to do this video that is how to learn English as a beginner at home alone. Okay, there are so many people who are trying to learn how to speak English at home. I know that because I am one of them. So, I wanted to help those people. Today, I am going to give you 7 simple and effective tips. Okay, these are really effective tips, and please make sure that you are watching the video till the end without skipping it. And not only that, I would really appreciate you if you please like the video so that it will reach as many people as possible. Coming to the first tip that I want to share with you people is that read books in the language that you wanted to learn. Okay, I mean, in this case, I want you to read English books. Okay, now what are the books that you need to read? You need to pick up a book that is simple, that you are interested in, and the topic that you like, and you need to understand at least 90 to 95% of the content that is written in the book. That is how you need to pick up the book. Okay, I have given a lot of advantages why you need to read books, right? I have done a separate video also. I would provide the link in the iCard section, so please check it out. And while reading, make sure that you are reading it loud. Okay, only when you read loud you are again going to hear what are you reading, and you are going to again absorb what are you reading, and that is how you are going to know the correct pronunciation of the words. I have told you in the previous video also that if you want to know the correct pronunciation of the word, you need to make the correct jaw movements. You need to make the correct lip movements. Then only you will get the correct pronunciation of the word. So if you read out loud, you are going to do two activities at the same time. First one is reading, second one is listening. Right? You need to prefer to read books. I highly recommend you to start reading at least now. Okay? And the second tip I wanted to give you people is that please try to watch as much content as possible in your target language. I did this a lot. Okay, believe me, I did this a lot. I watched so many videos on YouTube. I watched so many movies on Netflix. Okay, I watched so many movies. Wherever possible, I try to watch in the target language, in English language only. Of course, I love my native language. I want to watch the movies in my native language only because I want to hear my native language. But at the same time, what I did was that I intentionally shifted my habit of watching movies in my native language to watching movies into English. Okay, I selected some of the English movies and watched them. In the same way, I selected some of the content creators that I love the most and I started watching their vlogs. I started to absorb, I started to observe how they are speaking, what type of words they are using. Okay, this is what I did. That is what you need to do. The first thing that you need to do before coming to a conclusion on what topic to watch, I recommend you to watch vlogs. Okay, because in vlogs you will find a variety of content. They are going to provide you the natural way of speaking English. And not only that, try to consume whatever you want on a particular topic or on a particular problem that you are facing in English. Okay, for example, if I wanted to know what are the gardening tips so that I can grow coriander in a easiest way, then what I need to do is that I need to make sure that I am watching that video in English. Okay, in that way I'm going to know the terminology, I'm going to know the different methods of how to grow coriander in the target language. I'm going to know how to frame sentences, right? So whatever problem you are facing, whatever you want to Google it or find the answer to it, try to do it in English only. So that in this way you are trying to use English more, make use of the language, make use of English more in your life. Okay, try to listen more and try to watch more as much as possible. Okay, consume more data, then while producing the data it will be quite easy to you. Okay, believe me, without knowing at least a limited vocabulary you can't speak, you will stuck in between. Okay, the next thing I wanted to share with you people is that try to share your opinions on a particular topic. Okay, in this way you are going to speak about different situations in your life. Okay, it may be about the past situations that you have experienced, or you may share your memories to others, and not only that, you can ask the other people to share their memories, and so that you can start a conversation, right? This is what you need to do. You need to start sharing your opinions, start sharing your experiences in English. Then what happens is that you are going to start thinking in English. This is the foremost step that you need to do if you want to speak in English, right? First of all, you need to stop the process of translation in your head and start thinking. One request I want to make to all of you people is that in the end cards I am going to provide you a wonderful video regarding how to start thinking in English. Please go and watch that video. It will be very useful to you. Okay, I know why you are not able to speak English. You are not able to speak English because you are not able to think in English. You are just translating, you are just trying to translate. Translation is not the process that you need to hang on. It's time to get rid of it. All these years you have spent unnecessarily, right? So it is my kind request, please go and watch the video that I am going to give you in the end cards. Please start thinking in English. Okay, make use of that video. And now coming to this video, when you start thinking in English, automatically words will come to you. Your brain is going to give you so many words in English. The next task comes now, that is you need to actually speak it out. Okay, how many words you have inside you, how many thoughts you may have inside you. You may have a lot of things to say, but you are just holding inside you. Then speaking is the most important thing that you will be skipping, right? So whatever that comes inside your brain, even if it is a wrong sentence, okay, speak out. Speak out. Only when you speak out, you will come to know that you should not use that particular word at that context, right? You should not use that particular sentence in that form. Okay, you did some grammatical mistake. You will come to know only when you speak out. Okay, so this is the step that you need to do, that is you need to stop the process of translation by telling your own opinions, your own experiences. Okay, if you tell your own experience, then it will be very easy to you. Instead of telling the other ones, the other people's opinion, if you are telling about yourself, that something belongs to you, that you have experienced on your own, then it is quite easy for you to tell, to express. So this is the best way, best method that you can use if you want to start learning English. The next method I would recommend you to do for sure is that speak in front of the mirror at your initial stages. Okay, it is not that each and every person has that courage to go and speak to other person immediately after they started learning this language for 2 to 3 days. So at the initial stages, I highly recommend you to go in front of the mirror and start speaking. While speaking, don't think about anything, just work upon your communication skill, the way you are delivering the message, so that you will come to know either you are able to speak in a flow or you are stuck in between. At what stage you are stuck, all of this will come to your notice. Okay, you are your own partner. Like me, I am my own partner. So don't be afraid of speaking in front of the mirror, and try to develop it as a habit. Okay, try to do it regularly, and eventually you will fall in love with that, love with this practice. The next method is one of my favorite method, that is to create stories. Okay, to use your creative mind. Okay, you have learned a lot of vocabulary by listening, you have learned a lot of vocabulary by reading. Right, day by day you are doing a lot of conception activities and you are loading your brain, right? So in order to avoid the burden that you are having inside your mind, in order to avoid the load, what you need to do is that you need to do the conception activities in the same way. So I recommend you to start writing stories, to start creating stories. It will be very enthusiastic because you are creating your own story, right? I like to give good endings to my story. Tell me, have you ever tried story writing? If not, once give it a chance. It may be just two paragraphs, it may be just three paragraphs about anything. That is the reason I have told you to read a lot of kids' stories. Your mind will strike automatically when you sit with a pen and paper. You will start writing. The first thing is that you need to start writing, then your pen will automatically go. Okay, I recommend you to write at least 150 to 200 words. It is a very small thing. Okay, if you write two paragraphs, it is very easy to achieve. I highly recommend you to write 150 to 200 words at the initial stages. Why I recommend writing is that while writing, you will have ample time to think, right? And not only that, once you have written anything, and after that, what are you going to do is that you are going to read your own story that you have written loud. Okay, once you read out loud, then you are again going to hear, so that you are going to know your own mistakes. And one more advantage is that while you are reading the second time, while you are reading again, then you will come to know that I would have written this sentence much better, so that you are going to use more number of words. Okay, you would only think that, oh, I have written like this, right? I would have written like this way, then it would be much better to hear to my ears. That is what you will feel. You will know how to improve yourself, improve your writing skills. If you are once going to practice these writing skills, then it will be automatically easy to you while speaking, because while writing already you are going to learn such vocabulary regarding a particular context, and if you want to speak on that particular context the next day or the next time, then the words will come to you in a flow. Okay, so you will not feel more burdensome to speak to someone in English. What you need to do is that you need to record yourself. Okay, I know so many people don't like it, but it is essential to do if you want to see your progress. Okay, I follow this method a lot. I record myself and I watch it again. If I don't like it, again I record and I again watch it. So each time I'm going to produce something, I'm going to rectify my mistakes. Okay, if you record yourself and you are listening it to yourself, you are watching it again, then obviously you are going to figure out your own mistakes. Without knowing, unknowingly, you are going to do a lot of mistakes. You can't even think of them unknowingly, right? So if you record yourself and again watch it, then you will definitely correct a lot of mistakes. You are going to reduce a lot of mistakes that you make. Okay, this is the best option. Okay, on whatever topic you are preparing, if you want to give any seminar, or if you want to tell any story, or if you want to do any conversation, anything it may be, try to record. Okay, while recording you are going to gain a lot of benefits, lot. Okay, so don't waste your time, start recording at least from today. There is nothing wrong, right? You are not going to share it to anyone. Just if you don't like, if you don't want anybody to watch your videos, then record them, watch them, and save them in a separate private folder so that nobody can see that. You are your boss. You are your teacher. You are the one that you are going to correct yourself. Okay? If you are free, you can send them to your friends and ask them to correct. That is what you need to do. You need to record, you need to watch it again, and you need to correct your mistakes. If you are not in a position to correct your mistakes, I advise you to send it to someone whom you trust, that they are not going to criticize you for your mistakes, but they are going to correct you and guide you in a correct way. Okay? So start doing this step from today. Are you ready to do this step? Let me know in the comments. And even after doing all these, some of them are not able to speak, are not able to gain fluency while speaking English. Why? Because they lack practice. Okay? Practice is something that I'm going to practice for 1 hour today and tomorrow I'm going to skip because I have some other works to do. I am tied up with some other works. And the next day again I'm going to practice for 15 minutes. The other day I will practice for half an hour. And as Sunday will come after 7 days, all these days I will just do the conception activities and I am not going to do conception activity. And on the final day, that is on Sunday again, I will do the production activity. The whole day I will, if possible, the whole day I'm going to speak. See, that is not called as practice. That means that you are just passing time like a cloud. Practice is something that you involve in it. Okay, you need to do it regularly, you need to do it consistently, you need to do it every day, then it is called practice. Right? Virat Kohli, he is such a great batsman. Would he say that I will practice only before the match? No, right? He is going to practice each and every day. And obviously, you are going to watch that output on that match, right? That is what you need to do. You should not wait for the day of your test or for the day of your interview, or you should not think that you will practice, you will do the production activity only when you find time or only when it is necessary. Okay, just take that opinion, take that, erase that from your mind. Okay, then half of the problems is solved. Okay, practice is something that you need to do consistently, that you need to do regularly, that you need to do every day. Even for 15 minutes speaking, 15 minutes reading, 15 minutes writing, and 15 minutes listening is okay. But you need to do regularly every day. Okay, do it for at least 6 months regularly. Come back to this video and let me know whether it worked out for you to improve your speaking skills or not. Okay, so in the end cards, in the iCards and in the end screens, I am going to provide very useful videos to you, so please don't skip them. And not only that, I would feel very happy if you share this video to your friends and family members who are trying hard to learn English. And if you want to support me, please click the subscribe button. That would help me. Thank you so much. See you soon in the next